Okay, so welcome back everyone to part 2 of this series. So in this one we're going to add some more burgers. You can see we have some effects on there, and we're going to see if we can get some more add-ons to this. We're going to have a timer and a score, so we're going to add some more of these things to our little maze or burger game. Okay, so what we need to do is grab the sprite, and we need to grab these two blocks here. So we're going to grab set my sprite, and we're going to grab the block on sprite kind player of other sprite. So basically, whenever the burger disappears, we need to generate a new one and then place it somewhere else in the game. Okay, so it should look like this. Okay, so we're going to grab our so change the name file burger. This is like that. One block. When you eat the hamburger, a new one will appear. Okay, so you can see it just keeps it in the one place. So let's have a look and see if that works then. So destroy other sprite with confetti. So we're going to say effect, and we're going to have confetti, and then we're going to grab the set hamburger sprite to kind food. So we're going to do controller, sprites, and then we're going to set here. We should have hamburger, and then we're going to have the gallery again. We're going to go down and get our hamburger again here and press done. So let's see now what happens when I run this one. So if I go here, oh, it disappeared, and it didn't do what we wanted, so we did something different there. I see what we hit here. So if we set it to other sprite, was it? Let's have a look. So other sprite with confetti. Okay, change the name to hamburger and the kind to food. Okay, let's have a look and see. So we have destroy other sprite, and then set burger position to another one. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so that worked. This one didn't work. So it must have made a new one. It's not of kind food. It should be of kind food, of course. So let's see if that works then. Let's go over. There we go. Disappeared. No, it's not disappearing. So we need to do something here. So what we need to do next then, we need to change and set the burger to a new position here. So we're going to set sprites, and then we're going to set position down here, and set position hamburger. It's going to be hamburger, and we're going to set it, it's going to set to 0, 0. So let's have a look. So if I do that, it disappeared, but now it's just stuck in the corner here. So we're going to change that, and we're going to check that out in a moment. So for this one, we need to use a thing called random numbers. And ironically, computers aren't very random, so they need some help to make random numbers. So we need to give it what's called a seed value to help, otherwise the computer just generates numbers that appear random. Make code to make this very easy, so we want to pick a random number between these two values here, and it'll pick a random number for us, okay? So we're going to go down to math, and we're going to find that block. Okay, so we want to pick up the random block here, so we're going to go down to math, and we're going to pick random, there it is, and we're going to drop it into here. And we need another one for the other side. Another one, grab that one, drop it in here. Okay, and let's see what we want to do there. So again, remember that the x starts from 0 to 160, and the y is from 0 to 120. So in our blocks, we're going to change the x and y parameters here. Screen width, screen height. Okay, so we want to have it from 0 to screen width, from 0 to screen height. Okay. So we can get that from the scene file, actually, there it is. So if we go here, we can get it from scene. So if we go to scene here, we can get the screen width, we can drop it into there, and we can get the screen height there. Just let's check we've got it correctly. So let's do it. Screen width, screen height, that's right, I think, yeah. And we can see there screen width, screen height. I'll just minimize that a little bit, so we can see it all. So let's see, does that work then? Let's see if it pops up here. There we go. So now it should disappear. Disappears. There we go. Disappears. So we got it working now. So our burger is being eaten by our little hero, eating some cheeseburgers. Shout out to Mr. Putzer for his assembly on cheeseburgers this week. Okay, so that's really good. So now we just need to work out how we're going to do the scoring. Okay, so let's have a look. So we want to add the score, change score by 1 every time the burger is eaten. Okay, so we're going to drop that in there. So we're going to drop it into change score by 1. Okay, let's do it. So if we go to info, change score by 1, we're going to drop it in here. Okay, so there we go. And yeah, so change score by 1. So every time we get a point, it adds 1 to the challenge. So let's see, does that work then? Change score by 1. Let's see if it pops up here. There we go. Okay, so you can see the 1 in the top corner there. 2, 3. Great stuff. So we're getting lots of burgers. So we're going to make it a bit harder now. We're going to add a timer to it. So let's see what we need to do next. I'm going to start a countdown timer. I'm going to put that into the start block. I'm going to start the countdown timer then. So again, in info, we're going to plonk that into here. I'm going to put it at the very start. I'm going to set it to 30 seconds. So go to info and then countdown timer, start countdown. I'm going to plonk it in here. Change it to 30. Yeah, and there we go. So now when I start moving, we can see we have to eat as many as possible before the timer runs out. Let's see what happens when we get to the end then. Okay, so there we go. 10 seconds. Nearly there. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Game over. I got 22. So give that a go and see how you do. Okay, so if you finished everything today, you should try some of the extension task. And for this one, all I want you to do is go to MakeCode or arcade.makecode.com, and there's lots of different things you can try out down here. There's some skill maps. There's some next level. You could even try to do some of the tutorials. So for example, you could try this one, for example, here. And you can also try to do it in Python if you're feeling more confident. Of course, you can still do it in blocks or JavaScript, but you can choose some of that for your extension task for today.